New numbers reveal Chicago's unemployment rate is higher than other large metro areas, sitting at about 4.4%. Could get worse, though, with the announced closure of dozens of local retail stores.
Joining us now with more is Rob Wilson. He's the president of Chicago-based employment solutions firm Employco USA. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me on.
So what do you think is behind the fact that both Chicago and Illinois trail the nation frequently in high unemployment?
Right, when you look at the number of businesses that are leaving Chicago and Illinois for other states, we've got the second highest property tax in the country, the second highest income tax. So businesses are looking for other places that they can do business in that make it more affordable.
Okay, and so if some of these companies are leaving the state for other areas, Texas being one of them, are the employees sort of going along with them? Are we seeing a loss in population as well?
Well, you're not seeing a lot of those jobs being offered to companies that move. So the New York Stock Exchange, they're moving their Chicago office that's been here since 1882 down to Texas, where they say it's more user friendly. But they haven't said anything about the 80 employees. But a lot of the stores that are closing, they're laying their employees off and not offering relocations.
Mm-hmm. So how does, look, retail stores closing is not a new phenomenon, and it's not a phenomenon that's unique to our area. So how could Chicago and Illinois take better advantage of getting ahead of the curve when it comes to having jobs that are the future?
Right. When you have to look at some incentives for businesses, some were concerned, like Ken Griffith, when he moved his business out of Chicago, he referenced crime. So if we can improve and lower crime, as well as make some adjustment on the tax side, make it more user friendly for businesses to open.
Okay, so you talk about, companies or retail shops leaving, but look, there's a lot of industry coming to Chicago and Illinois as well. When we talk about the tech industry, we're seeing a rise in that area. So what do you attribute that to?
Right, absolutely. There's, we've got a lot of technology. We've got a lot of great people in the Chicago area. So people are every day someone's opening a new business. Mm-hmm. So I think from that standpoint, there's a lot of great opportunities to grow a business in Chicago. When if we can start getting more people into the loop, and you're starting to see that now with businesses, banks making people come back to work 5 days a week in the office. So that's going to spur growth in restaurants downtown.
Do those back-to-work requirements create kind of a churn in the workforce? Meaning you're going to have, I don't know what it is, 5-10% of people who say, no, I like remote work, I'm not going back, and that ends up helping companies.
It does, but as you see, it's now the employment side has shifted a bit. Now it's more of an employer friendly. Before, when you go back a couple years ago, it was definitely an employee case. So from that standpoint, I think you're seeing most people that are going back to work are taking the job or going back into the office and not resigning.
Okay, I know we've got to wrap it up here, but Chicago right now sitting at 4.4% unemployment in the next year. What is sort of your prediction, real quickly, as to where those numbers may reach?
Yeah, and I think last summer it was up over 7. I think you're going to see it increase because right now it's a little bit seasonally adjusted coming off of the holidays because the numbers trail by a month. Yeah. So you've got a lot of retail stores that had more employees in December. So I think you're going to see it back up in the 6% range.
Interesting. Okay. Well, we appreciate your time. Thank you, Rob Wilson.
All right. Thanks.